Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Mahomes going to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Room here to run. And all the way down to the 29. A big play here for Dallas. 48 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
We're scoreless after 1. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Touchdown! Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Mahomes now on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Now Mahomes to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 26 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This is intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Prescott from the gun. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Trying to run for it with Pollard. Oh, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 51 yards. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On 1st down, Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. In motion, the tight end. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game, 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
from the gun. They'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Mahomes now on first down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and a long way to go. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Tony. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott now. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Play action now. Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now a give here to Pollard. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. We have played 3 quarters. is. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a two-score game. The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. 61 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From the 41, Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Mahomes now to throw. Rolling to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Prescott on the move to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
It's nothing but pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jones on the return. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of it.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 68 yards. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Here's Pollard again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 20.